What up, YouTube? What the heck is up? It's Hellhound30X coming at you one more freaking time. What is up? Long time no see for all three of you guys that follow my videos still. I just wanted to make a quick rant video. I wanted to talk about Mr. James Gunn. For those of you guys who don't know who James Gunn is, he's basically the architect behind the Guardians of the Galaxy movies 1, 2, and the one that's coming 3. I won't be supporting it in the theaters, and I will not be watching it unless I watch it for free, maybe. I don't know. At this point, I really don't want to watch anything with James Gunn's involvement, to be honest with you. Okay, so he comes out, and I got a gripe against him. He fired Henry Cavill from being Superman, even though if you watch Black Adam right now and it just showed up in streaming services, or you buy it digitally, and you can watch, and you know, at the very end of the cameo spoilers, Henry Cavill Superman shows up, and everybody gets excited because he came out and said that he will be officially playing Superman again. Well, James Gunn fired him, which sucks, and I guess Henry Cavill moved on to bigger and better things. He's doing something, and I'm gonna be honest, you guys, 100%. I don't give a fuck about Henry Cavill outside of Superman. So like, he can go do Warhammer, all the Mission Impossibles. James Bond, I might be interested in that if he did do James Bond. He seems like he was born for the role, right? Anyways, he's over there doing, he was doing Superman, and then he got fired from it. James Gunn came in as the CEO of DC Studios. But what blows my mind, really kind of blows my mind, is like, you know, I'm 45 years old, I got a family, and like, I have kids that I've raised since they were babies, you know, that I've held them, been with them since they were the beginning, fed them, changed them, and loved them, and you know, basically they're my world, and seen them grow up. And like, if you're got the heart of a father and you've had your own kids, you know how much work it takes to put into your family, and how much you love them, and you'll basically lay down your life for them. And a lot of us, like, we go to work day in, day out, not because we want to or because we love going to work, but because we want to support our family. We want to put clothes on their back, thank God, or put a roof over their head, put food in their belly, and then also go and further than that, and try to teach them about life and try to get them ready for the things of the world. That's the heart of a parent, right? So to me, when I see these pedo tweets from pedophile James Gunn, like, it blows my mind. Like, these aren't just how do you say it, they're not just like dark humor, haha, insinuate. They're pretty damn graphic tweets, man, and they're pretty much in your face. And like, I always feel like from the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. So like, when I read some of those things that he wrote, I'm literally appalled. And I'm kind of glad that the Snyderbros and the Snyderknights and the Church of Snyder, and I'm glad these guys are making memes, and they're plastering his tweets next to him, and they're just sharing the crap out of that, and they're making people aware of the shit this guy said and the shit he has said. Like, now he comes out and he apologized for the tweets after he got fired from Disney. But he's only apologizing because there was repercussions to it, because he was fired and let go, and his whole career was in jeopardy. That's why he did it, not because he really cares. Man, I would not support James Gunn from anymore once I started reading and finding out all this stuff. I mean, the guy to me, this is evil. I mean, I'm not gonna post them, right? But if you're interested in what he said, just Google James Gunn's tweets, pedophilia tweets or whatever, and you'll see what he said. And like I said, from the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. So like, to me, him saying this kind of stuff, it's kind of stuff that's in his heart, or he's just trying to be a Hollywood elite and trying to be like, ha ha ha, making fun of the fact that he is doing that kind of stuff. I don't know, maybe he is being dark humor, I don't know. But to me, that's shit you shouldn't joke about, right? I'm not going to support him. I'm not going to support him at all. I just think he's a piece of shit. That's just my personal opinion. And I hope the Snyderbros get him fired. Fire James Gunn, man. Why is he in charge of DC? Why? Freaking his Suicide Squad didn't even perform well at the box office. Not at all. It was a fucking flop. How is that possible? And then they give him the head of the studio when then he comes in. And maybe you're not a fan of the Snyder universe. Maybe you're not a fan of what Snyder did with the characters. But all of us can agree on one thing. We can all agree on the fact that Snyder cast some pretty good guys as the characters. Gal Gadot is fucking Wonder Woman, depending on who you ask. And Henry Cavill, to me, is the Superman of our generation. I mean, I could sit there and say, because, you know, it could be Christopher Reeves, but to me, if you ask me, the best Superman we've had since Christopher Reeves is Henry fucking Cavill. Fuck, man, it is. And I'm kind of mourning because I'm a big nerd that way. I'm bummed out. I can't believe this is happening. Like, I was so hyped for Man of Steel 2. Like, what, man? It bums me out. It just, oh, man, like, really? Like, fuck. And I don't give a shit about Cavill outside of fucking Superman, but it just sucks, dude. It's like Robert Downey Jr. I really don't give a shit about him outside of Iron Man. Chris Hemsworth outside of Thor, I don't give a shit about him. Chris Evans outside of Captain America, I really don't give a shit about him either. Chris Pratt outside of Star-Lord, I mean, like, I like them in Jurassic World. But anyways, that's not the point. I really don't care about these guys outside of their roles. But when you cast somebody who embodies that character, to me, getting rid of Henry Cavill is fucking the worst mistake you could possibly make. And it drives me up the wall, especially when I hear him say stupid shit like, well, you know, I'm gonna go for a younger version of Superman. And, you know, you got Pattinson, whatever his name is, the new Batman guy, the glitter guy. He's freaking 36 years old. Henry Cavill's only 3 years older than him. And even then, like, with the new de-aging technology, they got, look how freaking Harrison Ford was like 100 years old, and he's making Indiana Jones, and they make him look young again. Like, to me, guys, I don't get why they fired Henry Cavill. That blows my mind. Like, that's a real bummer, man. And I really hope they fire James Gunn, because I really just don't like the guy. Like, he rubs me the wrong way now that I see those texts or those tweets that he made. And if you want to look them up, Google them. They're there for everybody to see. The people who screenshotted his crap, even put them all together, and you can read one after another, and your jaw's gonna drop, because that's some pretty graphic stuff, man. That's not stuff that you just joke about. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, that's pretty much all it is. And hey, it's a shame, right? Is it a shame that God of War Ragnarok lost to Elden Ring? I know it's kind of old news, but I don't know. I was teeter-tottering about both of those. Like, I love God of War's Ragnarok's gameplay. I loved once you got into it, it was good. I loved the narrative. I loved the whole story. It was great. It was this beautiful experience all the way through until you get to the fact that there's no new game plus. So really, once you're done with it, you're done with it, and there's no replay value beyond that. Elden Ring, beyond that, I've bought Elden Ring for my Xbox Series X, and I've completed it, beat it. I've played it on my PlayStation 5. I've beat it, completed it, and I bought it on PC for mods just so I can enjoy the hell out of it. So I've paid for that game 3 full retail prices 3 times, and God of War Ragnarok I'll only buy once. It was a good experience, so based on that alone, I have to give Game of the Year for me personally to Elden Ring, because basically I spent all of this last year playing Elden Ring a lot. But yeah, I did enjoy the hell out of God of War Ragnarok, which is crazy, right? Anyways, man, fire James Gunn. Get him the fuck out of there. Just fuck that guy. Like, seriously, I don't like him. I don't really want to hear him talk. I hate him. And for me, at this point, DC's dead until they get rid of James Gunn. That's just the way it is. I ain't taking my family to the movies. I'm not going to be paying money for it. I'm not going to support anything that fucker does. Anyways, guys, peace out. Hellhound 30X. Good to see you guys. It's been a while, right? Fucking years. Peace.